Your dog sleeps with you, and you probably think you know why. Love. That's the answer most people give. They love you. You're warm. They want to be close. It's a nice thought, but behavioral science says that explanation barely scratches the surface. Not because your dog doesn't feel anything for you, but because what actually drives them to your bed every single night is something far older, far stranger, and far more specific than love. And once you understand it, the way you see that sleeping dog beside you is going to change completely. Let's start with the theory everyone defaults to. Warmth. Dogs get cold. You're warm. Simple biology. Except there's a problem with that. Your dog has options. They have a bed of their own, a couch, sunny spots on the floor, and probably a pile of your laundry that's been sitting in the corner long enough to smell exactly like you. If warmth was the goal, they have it covered. But they skip every single one of those options every night, and they find you. So something else is driving this. Here's what you need to understand first. Sleep is the most vulnerable state any animal can be in. Your dog's brain, wired by thousands of years of instinct, is telling them to find somewhere hidden, somewhere protected, before they close their eyes. And instead of choosing the quiet corner under the stairs, they walk past it. They walk past the couch. They walk past every warm and comfortable surface in your home and climb next to you. That's not a comfort-seeking decision. That's a trust decision. Researchers studying the dog-owner bond found something they didn't expect. They measured dogs' brain activity during sleep using EEG, the same technology used on humans, and compared what happened when dogs slept near their owners versus away from them. Dogs with stronger attachment bonds to their owners spent significantly more time in deep, restorative sleep when their owner was nearby. In other words, your presence isn't just comforting to your dog. It's acting as a biological safety signal inside their brain while they sleep. Think about what that actually means. You have become so deeply associated with safety that simply having you nearby changes your dog's brain chemistry at night. There's a concept in psychology called a secure base. It describes the attachment figure that allows a child to feel safe enough to rest without fear, to move through the world knowing someone is there. Researchers applied the same attachment tests used with human infants directly to dogs, and the results were striking. Dogs form attachment bonds with their owners that are functionally identical to the bond a child forms with their parent. Your dog doesn't just like you. They have built the same internal bond that a 3-year-old builds with their mother. And when they choose to sleep beside you, at the most vulnerable moment of their entire day, they are doing the most fundamental thing attachment psychology describes: seeking closeness to their safe person when it matters most. That long, slow sigh your dog lets out when they finally settle against you, that's not just contentment. That's their nervous system saying, I can let go now. Here's where it gets almost impossible to describe without feeling something. Researchers measured the neurochemical oxytocin in both dogs and their owners during interaction. Oxytocin is the bonding hormone, the same molecule that floods a new mother's brain when she holds her newborn for the very first time. And what they found was extraordinary. When a dog and their owner make eye contact, both of them experience a surge in oxytocin simultaneously across two completely different species. The dog's goes up, the owner's goes up, which makes the dog seek more closeness, which releases more oxytocin in both of them, which deepens the bond further. They tested the same thing with wolves raised by humans. The loop didn't activate at all. This mechanism evolved between dogs and people alone, across thousands of years of living side by side, and physical contact amplifies it. Just 10 minutes of petting your dog produces measurable drops in cortisol, your stress hormone, in both of you. Now think about what happens over 8 hours of sleeping pressed together. Every single night, something is happening in that bed between you and your dog at a chemical level. Your bodies are communicating in a language that neither of you consciously controls. And here's the part that might surprise you most. Geneticists sequenced a specific region of chromosome 6 in the domestic dog genome and found something remarkable. Dogs carry unique genetic insertions in that region, insertions directly associated with extreme sociability and the drive to seek human contact and closeness. Wolves don't have them. These weren't random, they were selected for. Over thousands of years of domestication, the dogs who were drawn to humans, the ones who sought proximity, who wanted to stay near, those were the ones who thrived and passed on their traits to the next generation. The urge your dog has to be beside you isn't a personality quirk. It isn't something you accidentally trained into them by letting them on the bed once. It is written into their biology at the genetic level. When your dog climbs into your bed every night, they are not going against their instincts. They are following them. Now here's the part that surprised the researchers. Scientists track the sleep of 40 adults and their dogs over 7 nights, using clinical-grade sleep monitors on both, and the data showed exactly what everyone predicted. Dogs disrupted human sleep. Objectively, the numbers were worse. And yet, almost every single participant reported feeling more comfortable, more secure, and more rested with their dog nearby. How is that possible? Because the psychological experience of being near something your nervous system already recognizes as safe turns out to be more powerful than physical interruptions. We spent almost all of human history sleeping in groups. The solitary, silent bedroom is a modern invention, not our natural state. Maybe your dog isn't disrupting your sleep. Maybe they're restoring something ancient that a perfectly quiet, empty room was never designed to give you. So, here's what is actually happening every single night. Your dog walks into your room. They have every other option in the house available to them: the couch, the floor, the warm patch of sunlight that falls across the rug every afternoon. They skip all of it. They circle once, find their spot, and press themselves against you. And in that moment, everything the science points to comes together. You are their safe person. Not because you feed them, not because you're the most convenient surface in the room, because 15,000 years of evolution, a neurochemical bond built between two species across thousands of generations, and a genetic drive written into the structure of their DNA, all of it points to one conclusion. You are the signal that tells their nervous system it can finally rest. And the science suggests that signal is traveling in both directions. So the next time you wake up at 3 a.m. with a dog pressed against your leg, taking up most of the mattress and leaving you the rest, remember what's actually happening. They had options. They chose you. Out of everything in their world, they chose you. If this changed how you see your dog tonight, subscribe to this channel and drop their name in the comments below. I want to know who's sleeping beside you right now.